Hey, my love, this is Tefawnia with tfawniaclairetarot, and I'm here to give you a daily motivation or your monthly motivation. This is for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your monthly inspiration is just the overall view of what we may or may not experience or what we may or may not have issues with. For the month of December 2019, I've already shuffled the tarot cards. The deck that I'm using is the Before Tarot deck, and I'll also be pulling from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle and the Romance Angels Oracle. If you like the images on these decks, in the description there are links to Amazon if you want to purchase these cards. Um, Also, all my information is below in the description too. So let's get into it. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a card of rest, reflection, meditation, peace, tranquility, or bringing yourself to a state of peace so that you can transform your thoughts in some way, shape, or form. Um, I'm not 100% sure when the Mercury retrograde is over with. I know at the time filming this video, we are in one. If you don't know what a Mercury retrograde is, you can Google it to get more information on that. But the cards do reflect this retrograde season with the Four of Swords card, and we also have the Hermit in reverse as our overall energy for the month of December. And this is also a card of reflection and solitude, along with the Four of Swords. This is a card of solitude, like being with yourself so that you can figure things out, or so that you can allow some type of information to come to you. I believe with the Hermit in reverse, this is maybe speaking about inner wisdom that will be utilizing to move forward with certain things, or to learn from certain things, and grow through certain things that we may experience this month. It may be inner wisdom that we have that we're sharing with others. And I'm saying sharing because there's also cards here that reflect that. With the challenge, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we also have the High Priestess. So your challenge may be figuring out where to invest your time, your money, or your skill set. But if you hear people in the background, it's my niece and my nephew talking. But the challenge is for us to really listen to that voice on the inside telling us, you know, don't invest your time or your money or your resources into this. Don't invest into that. You know, you may be waiting on your ships to come in with certain things, but certain things it may not come in with. Um, Even with people, you know, it's certain people that you may have been investing your time and your energy into that it's not worth it, and you're gonna get intuitive messages about that, and you're gonna gain some type of wisdom or knowledge about that particular situation. Some of you need to just take some time by yourself so that you can contemplate on these things. You may have called on something and you're waiting to get the get clarity on that, or get a message back from it, and you haven't gotten it yet. And that's because, or you may have helped somebody out with something and they're not helping you out. Like, I feel like you need to look at it in a way as, just because you didn't get the energy back from this particular endeavor or from this particular person doesn't mean that you're not going to get it back in another aspect of your life. You know, when you're doing a good deed, or when you're doing something from the heart, or doing something because you're trying to help somebody else out, whether it's just giving them, sharing knowledge with them, or something that you may not reap the benefits from that right away, or from that in that particular avenue, but it's going to come back in another way. With how to overcome the challenge, we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so some of us may have been trying to do things in a way that was different from others. We may have been trying to do things secretively. Um, you may have been investing in something secretively. I feel like with the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's saying that the advice will be saying to you to really face those inner anxieties. Like it's giving you anxiety about something. It's saying to face that anxiety, to deal with it, basically deal with it in the best way that you know how to deal with it. It's something to be learned from this, whether it's you being helpful to someone, or you giving your energy to someone and you're not getting it back, or you giving your energy towards something and you haven't been giving it back, getting back what you thought you were going to get back. It doesn't mean that, it's how I want to say it. It doesn't mean that you're not doing a good job or you're not doing it the right way. Some of you may have a calling to teach, and you think because you're not getting anything back from what you're teaching that you're not on the right path, or you're not doing the right thing, but you are. Or maybe you think because you're not reaching a large amount of people in the moment, that you're not doing a good job, but you are. Even if you're just reaching one person, you still on path. You're still doing a good deed. You're still doing a good job. And with this Tower card underneath the Four of Swords, I feel like it's a question to be asked, like, why are you doing this? Are you doing this because you really do want to help others? Are you doing this because you're really passionate about this, because this is something that you really want to do? Or are you doing it for recognition, to say, oh, I did this, or to say, oh, I helped this person? So ask yourself that question, and if the answer isn't because I want to teach, because I want to be that a good role model for others, I want to be able to help people through their dark times and help people get through certain things that they've gone through by sharing the knowledge and experience that I have. If that's the answer, then then yeah, you're on the right track. Cool. One more card for clarification. I know in particular a certain Pisces that in my life. I pull out the Emperor card. Actually, my dad, put him on blast real quick. I don't mean to, but I'm just using it as an example. Um, he does a lot of things. He does a lot of things to help people. He does, but I don't feel like it's coming from a place, like it's coming from a good place when he does it. But he comes right back and be like, "Oh, I did this for such and such wouldn't have been where they are today if I wouldn't have did that, or whatever." That's not a good mindset to be in when you do things for validation, or when you're helping people for validation, or helping people just to say you did this. But the Emperor card could also, like I said, be it could be telling you to that you're gonna be coming more into a leadership role. You're gonna have more responsibilities. It's letting you know that this role model that you want to be, or this guy, this even with the all of these cards right here, the Hermit, the High Priest, the Emperor, the Hierophant, all of these cards are leader cards. All of them are leader cards, and all of them are cards of people who have a following. People who have a following and people who are a guide to others in some sort of way. So if that's something that you've been trying to do, if you've been aiming to do, or you've been pursuing, or maybe knowingly or unknowingly, it's saying that don't think that it's in vain, because it's not. This is you thinking that something you're doing is in vain, but it's not. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Angels and Oracle deck that I have. I also did a review on this deck on my channel too. You could scroll down the videos to check that out. Okay. So we have connect with your emotions, and we have enjoy success and happiness. Your emotions and your intuition is kind of the same thing, because a lot of times we know certain things, or we get an intuitive feeling. Your intuitions and your feelings, your emotions are kind of one and the same, especially with the High Priestess card and the Hierophant card. The Hierophant is like learning from things that you've studied, or learning from maybe studying yourself, especially with the Hermit, studying life, studying yourself, learning from that. And then the High Priestess is just knowing things because of a feeling that you have, or knowing things because of your connection with the divine, getting divine messages that way. But I'm going to read to you guys what Water Guardian says. Let's see. If I can find Water Guardian. Okay. Okay, Water Guardian says, take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh. The Water Guardian represents angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depth of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you to see your emotions aren't just a feeling that are on the surface. There are also old emotions you may have locked up deep within the shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you to hear the messages these have for you, and to unlock your intuitive powers and the energies of abundance. Your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if it's joyous or sad. They are all powerful messages that allow you to understand what you want and need. Taking time to breathe and acknowledge them lets them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave with that Tower card. That's them, like, making you feel like you about to pop. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time, and unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. And then we have the Sun. The Sun says, know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The Sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system. So, of course, when the sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brightens up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to your energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and is also encouraging everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time. You are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. And then underneath we had spring, see your seeds grow. So like I said, if it's things that you've been doing, whether it's like good things for people or just any good deeds, anything that you felt you were doing was good and maybe you didn't, or maybe you're going through some things right now, you feel like, oh, I got so much to be worried about or whatever. Believe that the good that you do is gonna come back to you. Be that beacon of light for everybody else, or be that beacon of light for yourself. And I'm gonna pull from the angels, the romance angels oracle, to see what messages we have from love. Even though we didn't have any cards that came out really that signify anything with love, it's mostly we had everything but cups. Yeah, I don't see any cups on here. I don't see any cups on here. So that may be, like I said, a message for you to pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention to your intuition, definitely. And the two cards that fell out is trust and it is safe for you to love. Trust says this situation is calling for you to have faith, and it is safe for you to love says open your heart to give and receive. Oh, the highest energy of all. And like I said, when you're doing something, if you're doing it from the heart, you're always going to get back some good karma from that when you're doing something from the heart. When you're doing something acting out of love. Trust says, in response to your question, the romance angels ask you to trust that everything is exactly as it needs to be. Do not add fear to the situation, which will only create drama and negativity. Instead, the angels ask you to release your worries to them. Your present situation is here to bring you blessings and personal growth, leading to the beautiful romantic love you so deeply desire and deserve. As you follow the pathway you're currently on, trust that it's leading you to the right direction. Your faith uplifts your energy, which in turn attracts positive experiences and people. Oh, sorry. Oh, sleepy. This truly is a situation where with faith all things are possible, and that's with anything. With the romance angel cards, it's about love, but it's not always about a love for someone. It could be a love for something also, and love for yourself. It is safe for you to love says. It says this card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love going to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with respect to other people's trustworthiness and open your heart to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals into your life, and they'll do so, provided that you listen to and follow their guidance. So, even just like I said with the giving of your energy to different individuals, you have to really listen to your intuition to know, or to feel. Use your feelings. Use your feelings. How does this person make me feel? Do they make me feel good? Do they make me feel unworthy? Do they make me feel sad? That's how you decipher is deserving of your energy, because you have a lot of power within you. You know, you have the Hermit card, you have that wisdom. You're able to guide other people. You're able to guide yourself. You've learned from different experiences that you went through. So you have a lot of power within you. You have the High Priestess. You have the connection with the divine. You're the key. You are that bridge to the heavens and the earth. So you have a lot of divine connection with you. You have the Emperor. You know, you're able to take the lead. You're able to bring structure out of chaos. You're able to provide and protect. You can do all of that. You have all of that within yourself. You have the Hierophant. You know, you are the teacher. You are the teacher. You are the teacher. You are the sage. You are the priestess. You are the emperor. You are everything. You have everything within you, within your grasp. So never let anybody make you feel like you aren't a valuable asset to anybody's life, because you are. And you need to, like I said, be mindful of who you're sharing that energy with. Okay? So that's all I have for you guys, Pisces. I love you. If you want a personal reading, my information is below in the description. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you feel inclined to do so. And also in the description, I have a link for my best friend's book. It's called shit. It went out of my head because I'm talking about other stuff, but it's called The Goddess Code. That's what it is. The Goddess Code. It's a really good book. Has some really good information in there, some really good practices that you can implement in your day-to-day life so that you can become in tune with your divine self. So don't forget to check that out, and it's at a really good price. Um, if you want to donate to the channel, that information is below also. And that's all I have for you guys for the month of December. I love you, and I hope everything works out for you. And don't forget to value yourself. Bye.